Hey guys, Smitty here with Just Piddlin Barbecue, and in today's video we're going to do reverse seared tri-tip on the new Yoder Smokers YS640S pellet smoker. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're going to do a reverse seared tri-tip today. This is the first official video that I have filmed on the YS640S. We've got a tri-tip. We don't normally get tri-tips much around here, South Georgia, but I did find one at our local Publix. And so I picked it up. Pretty decent little tri-tip. So this should be a pretty fun little cook. And I'm going to keep it really simple. So I'm just going to put a little olive oil on it as a binder. And then we're going to use some 4 Rivers barbecue brisket rub. That's going to go really well with this beef tri-tip. So let's get it seasoned up. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of olive oil across. Rub that around. So we've got a good binder going on. Open up our 4 Rivers brisket rub. We're going to give it a nice coating. Pretty coarse rub. A lot of garlic, black pepper, salt. Should feel really good. Let's get the sides as well. Let's make sure we get the end. And get this side. Pat it in. Let's flip it over and get the other side. A little bit of binder. Give that rubbed in. And this is just a choice. But it's got some pretty decent marbling in it, so I think it'll turn out pretty good. Good coat of that. Pat it in. Now we're going to let it sit here and sweat out for a little bit until the smoker comes up to temperature, which is going to be 225 degrees. So let's fire it up. Now by default it's going to heat up to 350, but I want to turn it down to 225. I want to get some good smoke on this tri-tip first. So there we go. Now we're heating up at 225. All right, we've been letting this tri-tip sweat in a little bit for about 20 minutes. The Yoder is up to temperature 225 degrees. We're using hickory pellets, and now we're fixing to get it on. Now I have taken the top shelf off because we're not going to need it today. And I'm going to put it closer to this end down here. I am going to utilize the probe. I'm going to put it in the thickest part of the tri-tip. Dead center. About halfway in. So it's probably going about that far. So it's still going to stay in the thickest part of the tri-tip. Let's get the lid closed and let the smoke roll. Alright guys, we have reached 110 degrees internal temperature on the tri-tip. So we're going to take it off and let it rest while we kick up the temperature and get ready for the direct fire searing. Nice color on it so far. Alright, we're going to remove these 2 grill grates. We're also going to remove our access door so that we can expose the burn pot. And we're going to add our grill grates. All right, now we're going to crank the temperature up. I'm gonna crank it up to 500 degrees. That's gonna get those grill grates probably 650 plus degrees. Our dog Sam, I guess he wants some of the tri-tip too. As soon as this comes up to temperature, then we're gonna get our sear on. All right, right now we're at 525 degrees. We're gonna direct fire sear this tri-tip. Let's go ahead and get it on. We're gonna go for probably, this is my first time doing it, so I'm probably gonna go for maybe 45 seconds, then give it a twist, 45 seconds, and then do that 2 more times. And we're gonna see where it's at. All right, let's go with it. All right, that's 45 seconds. Let's give it a twist. And let it go another 45. All right, there's another 45 seconds. Flip it over, see what we got. Get the other side done. There we go. $45 more. All right, there's 45. See where we're at on the temperature. Oh, we're still good. So 120 right there. So we're still going to be in the medium rare to medium range by the time this is said and done, which is perfect. All right, that's the last 45. Now let's see where we're at temperature wise. Still in the 120s. Now 130 on that end. But down here we're still in the 125 range. So once I get it off there, move it back over to this side. And let it finish coming up to temp. We want around 130 degrees on the thickest part. That shouldn't be but about 3 or 4 minutes maybe. Alright guys, so we've reached 130. We're going to go ahead and take it off. Looks beautiful right now, but we got to let it rest inside. So we're going to take it inside, probably tin it with a little foil and just let it rest for a little bit, let those juices come back together, and then we'll see how we did. Alright guys, we've been letting it rest for about 15 or 20 minutes, and now we're fixing to cut into it and see how we did. It smells really good. Got some good grill marks on it. Now on the tri-tip, the grain runs this way from about right here down. And then on this side, it kind of starts going the other way, almost like a brisket from the point to the flat. So we're going to cut it right here in the middle. There we go. And it's running this way, so we're going to just cut it right across the grain. And I'm going to cut it about like I do a brisket, maybe a little thicker than pencil width. Now the thinner part is going to be a little more done, obviously, than the thicker part. So everybody's going to get a little piece of kind of what they like. So there's the thin. We're going to turn this way and cut across the grain this way. We've definitely got a nice little crust on there. Beautiful color. Lots of juice. Alright, so I'm going to get a little taste from the thinner end first. And man, again, look at all the juice down there. Nice piece. That's amazing. Great crust. Plenty of juice. Look at all that juice. That's really good. That Four River seasoning is amazing. Look at that piece right there. It just kind of pulls apart. That's where it's at up here on this end. Beautiful doneness on that end. And there you have it, guys. Reverse sear tri-tip on the YS640S pellet smoker. Low and slow on one end. Live fire searing on the other end. You cannot beat it. Can you do that on your pellet grill? If you like what you see, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and until next time, we'll be piddling. See you guys.